Everybody, Simon Hudson here from beautiful Squamish, British Columbia with your weekly market roundup for the Squamish real estate market on February the 2nd, Friday, February the 2nd, 2024. Hope this finds you well. So we had 18 new listings this week with 5 new sales, also indicating that there's a strong we're still in a bit of a buyer's market in as much as new properties coming to the market, but because we have such limited inventory, we're still at 150 properties. Last week the reading was 156. We're down to 150, but we're still in an uptrend. The 150 came because it's the end of the month, so a lot of properties expired and they will be getting relisted this week. So just kind of keep in mind that that's what happens with the numbers. Listings that came in anywhere from mobile homes and a couple of hotel units priced in the $300,000 price range, all the way up to a $2.5 million house in the Highlands. So there's a lot of diversity that's coming to the market. There's a lot of opportunities out there. But what we were concerned about last week, or looking into last week, is that the open house market was really active. And the question was whether or not that was going to transpire into sales. It did, in fact, transpire into sales. There's a lot of properties that have accepted offers, but a lot of them are subject to sale of other properties. There were a couple of properties that went to multiple offers, and that is happening in Toronto as well. And down in Vancouver, there's multiple offers and people are starting to get all excited about the market. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. So just keep that in mind that, that is what we're seeing. And I'm just going to explain what's going on there in a minute here. First, I want to talk about the properties to watch. The properties to watch are 40405 Perth. And that property is a house with a suite. And it's got like a more of a Airbnb type suite. It's not fully suited out, but would be a very simple suite conversion. And at 1.549, which it's currently listed out, we'll be interested to see whether or not it actually generates an offer. It's been on the market now for 3 days. No offers have come in. They've actually done a price reduction from 1.579 down to 1.549. So that'll be interesting to see. Now, the other one was 1008 Windsor Place. Now that was listed at 1789 and did go into a multiple offer. We don't know what the sale price is. We can't find that out until we get subject removals on those, but interesting to see because it was a very nice suite. It was actually a really nicely done house, nicely renovated. So it'll be interesting to see where that comes in. From a market perspective, the bond yield is staying stable, slightly declining, which leads me to kind of what's happening with the multiple offers. So with the bond yields starting to decline marginally, now you remember it's very marginally, there is the anticipation that the bank is going to be reducing interest rates. So what a lot of people are doing is we're getting people that are front running the interest rate announcement, and they're expecting that when interest rate announcement gets announced, say in June, July, some people are thinking it might be as early as March. Can't see it happening by then, but then they're anticipating that when that announcement is made that the interest rate is going to be reduced, that it's going to drive housing prices up. Problem with that, which creates a bit of a catch-22, is that if indeed these people front running are causing the housing market to be driven up a little bit, then the Bank of Canada is going to have a hard time reducing rates because that will also put upward pressure on the market. So with the Bank of Canada, when they look at their numbers, they're going to see housing prices seem to be increasing and the volume of activity is increasing at a rate that's a little bit outside of seasonal. So we need to really think about this because if we drop rates, we're going to overstimulate the housing market, which could create inflation, which would get us back to where we were and where we don't want to be. So keep that in mind when you're looking at things, folks. I think we're not out of the water yet, and I think we need to be really proceeding with caution in here and take each moment as it is. There's a little blip in the market right now. We think that things are going to stabilize and there's not going to be a big panic. There's not going to be a big uptrend, big downtrend. I think there'll be a sideways drift with a little bit of a downward sort of bias to it, but I don't think it's going to be a massive run either way. Hope you find this helpful, and as always, Simon Hudson, feel free to go down below, subscribe to the channel, and you'll get updates when the new videos come out, and I hope you find this helpful. Take care. Have a fantastic day.